The Diary of a Certified Psychopath. Off the Crank. Mini Mufti. Cast off into waning westerly resistance, with a medley of mixing and mashing which hauled me to Shell Springs roundabout, well before the first wave of rush-hour traffic could foil an unobstructed stem-chomping stomp over Norfolk Bridge, during which my choice in quilted chest armour was justified by an escalating chill. Scenic detail via Greenacres Crescent blocked by a stationary tailback entering Shoreham, forcing me to spin on in a seated sulk, then spur right onto my hometown's upper suburban divide, amidst much angry tooting between two SUV drivers engaged in a self-affirming squabble over council-funded tarmac. From my mobile perspective, the Toyota Previa appeared to have right of way. Several dozen choppy pedal strokes later, I dodged an oblivious door handler who'd pulled up in the cycle lane beside Buckingham Park, then doubled down with an unseated dive into oxygen debt around the back of Uncle Sam's Burger Bistro, which was scuppered mere yards into the segment's punchy climb by another protracted give-way meeting. A recuperative star stride around Hawkins Road followed, where I lamented over the conspicuous absence of floral blizzards from its slumbering apple trees, whose twisted forms now manifested autumn's melancholy tale, cradling long-abandoned nests within their brittle limbs, and emitting rustles so soft as to be scarcely audible beneath the melodic denouement of a muted dusk chorus. One more for the roll. There can be no healthier way to spend time than lose track of it, or at least fritter it away in a fashion that gives the distinct impression it has sprouted wings and is flying by faster than sycamore seeds in a cyclone. Never mind the figurative slings and arrows that we'd be forced to feel if we simply sat tight and suffered them. This surreal philosophy might have easily been one conceived by the Mad Hatter in Lewis Carroll's timeless embodiment of children's fantasy fiction, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, a contemporary fairy tale set in an endearingly quaint and colourful world, evolved from its star's wayward imagination and overrun with a cast of curious characters, each eager to answer every question that their inquisitive visitor has as she explores the magical realm where a rushing white rabbit first led her, express their blunt opinions about her clumsy naivety and unorthodox conduct, and rationalise the multitude of indigenous eccentricities which they consider to be a perfectly normal way of life. Time throughout this arbitrary amalgam of highly localised circuitry, topping and tailing the intricate network of tree-lined crescents, leafy cul-de-sacs, and council-enforced detours that form my topographically divided hometown's mainland community, might have ebbed by somewhat more swiftly than, say, a vaping caterpillar, one narcoleptic dormouse, or proudly tended flower beds filled with late-blooming perennials, complaining either of severe root cramp because their pots were too small, or bemoaning that their wind-swept petals had faded under 50 shades of intense lamplight. "Go home and doze it off," whispered a weeping willow, between lilting sighs evoked by the same stiffening sea breeze that had rendered yesterday's recreational roll into a battle for body heat, as the distant war cries of feral familiars melded in ambient accord with wailing police sirens and waves wandering the foreshore in search of their final resting place.